you can see, I'm pretty much already well into this round, but nobody's really on at the moment, and I find it easier to play games when I'm either talking to somebody or listening to somebody, so this is kind of an excuse to do that. And talk to myself while playing.
Drilled a few there.
Did around 37 last time, so we'll be able to do a little better. Where everybody's like, oh, this song is so much easier. Really curved it down smoothly. Just enjoying myself. I won't be doing any like Easter egg tricks because I'm garbage with that. Done it before with Drake and Lane, I think it was. And it took us like, God, probably fucking like 6 tries. And sorry if I'm exhausted because, as you can tell, it is late, says the Taos Jest. I just got done with closing the gas station on top of being at D&D for like an hour. Originally I was just gonna go to bed, but I couldn't sleep very well. So I'm gonna see how far I can get with this. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna till 3 in the morning playing a game of it where I get to like round 40. Best case scenario, I lose, get frustrated, and just go to bed. Someday I will buy. That's bad. So, considering there's no really back and forth banter here, we might as well regale people with some stories of working at the station. Okay, Casey specifically.
Well, I think we got from suspected ground zero to confirmed. The Nazi
nothing weird
cyclonic drill breach during the war.
The other night when I was closing the store, I had some old lady call asking about a food kitchen. And supposedly they're supposed to be opening one up. I didn't actually know about that. But she was asking about like some ADHD medicine that they sold there at said food kitchen. And I didn't know what it was at the time. And so I'm like, oh well, I'm not very local. I don't know what you would be talking about if there is something like that. I said your best bet's probably to like talk to the courthouse or find someone a bit more local than I am. And she was like, I just need information on this place. Do you have information? And I was like, no, lady. Said I didn't. Like, why gotta be mean? Anyways, so this went on for a few minutes and whatnot. And so I finally talked to my buddy and I'm like, hey, what is, I forget the name of the medicine at the moment. And he's like, that's a prescription ADHD medicine. I used to have to take that. And I was like, well, this old lady was shouting about how she can buy it from the food kitchen. And he's like, yeah, no, I don't think she's talking about what she was thinking she was talking about. And I was like, oh, well, that's fun. I don't know why she thought calling a gas station she was going to get that kind of information. I mean, granted, most of the people I work with aren't the most upstanding or fun, but there's a few who probably give information like that better than I could. If they ever watch this video, they'll know what I'm talking about. But, anyways. There's another one where, of course there's always the ones, because we have to check everybody's ID no matter how old they are. It's a dumb rule, but I also don't want to lose my job. There's always the one old guy who, like, yells at you for checking his ID, talking about how, like, oh, I've been here since the 70s, built this place here, done this there, I've been drinking since before you were born, stuff like that, and basically telling you to go fuck yourself, and it's like, oh, I just want to do my job. Like, I think the most recent one, the guy was like, I'm pretty sure he was already drunk. He probably walked up from the bar because he got cut off or something. But he was yelling about pretty much that. He always comes in and tells us about how he built this warehouse back in like the 70s and how he's older than we were when all this and that, and And I was like, well, I'm just trying to keep my job, dude. And he's like, oh, don't give me that bullshit excuse. They always all say that. And I'm like, right, because we all actually want to keep our job. Like, I know it's a wild thought, but some of us enjoy what we do. At the very least, enjoy having money.
Thought we lost you there. Morehouse, where did they go?
Probably the most memorable one I had was this, there's this older guy, usually soft-spoken, or at the very least not violent. And one day, he just snapped or something. Whew, that's close. One day, he just, like, walked in already upset, I guess, and, like, just went off on me when I asked for his ID. He's like, I'm tired of hearing all this bullshit about needing check IDs and all this and that, and I've been holding you since doing the whole old man rant. Well, and finally he's like directing at me, and he's like, I was trying to explain, like, oh, well, from what I heard, they're doing it because somebody ended up failing the bar exam, and that can cause a place to not be able to sell alcohol. You know, that's way worse than just having to check ID. And he's like, well, you should drive the motherfucker out here and have him shot, executed right here in the fucking store, piece of shit, and just keeps going for like a while. And so I'm like starting to check his stuff out, and I'm finally getting him to give me his ID because, you know, his morals aren't enough to stop him from drinking alcohol. Imagine that. But anyways, and so I finally get this guy's ID, I scan it, and then he's like, you better not fucking dilly-dally or some shit, I'll shove my money right up fucking ass. And he was dropping F-bombs, calling me names and shit. Like, to the point, this little lady used to work at our store, Ida, she retired a couple weeks ago. But she's like, was that Larry who was saying all that? And I was like, yeah, he just kinda went off. And she's like, what? But he's so quiet. And just starts laughing like hard, like I'm talking gut-busting laugh from this little old lady. And anyways, so like that went on for a while, where he would just like come in and insult me a couple times and buy his alcohol, and it's like, dude, just why? It's literally a store like literally 2 buildings down. You can buy these same alcohol for, and they sometimes only check your ID if you need to. Like, they're way more lax than we are. Just go there. God, there was one time, I'm pretty sure it was after the time he went off on me, that our bathrooms broke because I think the seal went out or something, and our manager tried to replace the seal herself and didn't get it set right, so they had to do it again. But anyways, bathrooms broke. He shows up, and he's like, hey, your bathroom out of order? I'm like, yeah, that's what the sign on there's for. And he's like, so I can't use it then? And we're like, well, I mean, yeah, that's what. And then I get interrupted by our assistant manager, Jesse, and he's like, well, technically, you could still use it, but only if it's number 1, because we can't flush without the seal, but it still holds water long enough to do that. And he's like, alright, well, I'm fucking using it then. And it just wanders off to the bathroom, and Jesse's like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. And I'm like, yeah, well, I shouldn't have. Because he's about to probably drop the most baddest deuce in that toilet just to insult us all. Which he didn't, thankfully, but it did take us quite a lot of time in there, which is, woo, the concerning part. Oh, I almost got dead. No, there I am. God dang it. I'm not frustrated enough to quit yet, though. You guys will just get to see me do it again from the beginning. God, I'm dehydrated. Tonight wasn't super busy, but I didn't get out of there till like 11, almost 11:20. That was mostly just because Jesse was falling behind because people kept walking in randomly. Like, we had 2 or 3 people come in all at like 10:55. It was kind of annoying. Anyways, back to the story. Probably another incident with him was he came in, all he was getting was a single donut. And so I'm checking him out and bringing up his stuff, and he's like, you gonna check my ID for this? And I'm like looking around and seeing if he got like alcohol or, you know, cigarettes or something. Because that's another thing I hate, is that like I'll be sitting on the counter and I'm like completely tunnel vision because there's like a line of people or something, and then like somebody walks up and they got like chew or like a cigar in their hand that they're trying to buy, and it's like, how did you get that? That's behind the counter. You're not allowed to do that. But they don't want us going off on customers, so we usually just let them do it, and it's annoying because they just keep doing it because we don't stop them. Same deal with, apparently we used to have a sign on the fridge, not since I was there, that you're not supposed to go into the back where the employees are supposed to be to like restock drinks and stuff. But there's like 2 or 3 people who all go back there, and I don't think they understand that if like someone catches them do that, not only can they get banned from the store for suspected stealing, but we can also get shut down for health hazards. Because they're not qualified to go back there and we don't know what they're doing. So if some random person who could potentially have COVID or whatever other disease is going on at the time goes back there and screws with stuff or like coughs on something, you now got a biohazard. Oh, hey Lulu. I'm sure my family's probably wondering why I'm writing a Raven. Let's do Cranked. Why not? See how good we can do it Cranked. Cranked is essentially just everything's faster. If you don't kill something quickly, you end up dying. I saw someone join the stream. Who was that? Can't even look at my own stream at the moment. Probably not. I've been having issues with trying to look at my own streams recently. Hey, I can look at it. Somebody is watching. It is Kami. Hey, Kami. I see you're high. Oh, there's 2 people now. Let's go with my god shotgun. Oh yeah, fun fact about the shotgun. Drake discovered the glitch first, but if you go to put on this barrel and you inspect its elements, there's a weird glitch where it will just randomly put on 222% more damage, when really it's supposed to be 22% more damage. And so the shotgun goes from doing like, whatever how much it does, I think it can go up to like 300 something, but it ends up doing like 2,224 damage or some insane number like that. And so this thing insta-kills up to like around 15 really. Yeah, no, I didn't believe Drake because we were sitting there playing. He was like, dude, the shotgun does 2,000 damage. And I'm like, no, that's not. The only thing that does that much damage is like melee weapons, and even then they don't insta-kill all the way up to like whatever run we were on. Because they stop at round 15. But no, I did what he did. I got a shotgun that insta-kills for basically forever. Like, you can even hit zombies from like ridiculous ranges with it. You're not supposed to be able to do that with the shotgun. Oh, dude, I didn't even tell the best story about the. Somebody left a comment. What was that? I have my chat feed up all the time. Oh, it's Kami. It is pretty badass. But no, I had this like nut job who apparently recently got out of prison. He like came in, he was talking to this dude, and he was like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while, where you been? And he's like, oh, I actually just got out of jail after serving. And he like mumbled whatever it was for whatever it was. They started kind of walking off after that. But after them talking for a little bit, he like comes up to the counter and he's like, he like kind of does this weird like jump bounce thing where he like puts his arms on it and like hops up a little bit. And he's like, you got a gun over there? I can, or no, specifically he says pistol. You got a pistol over there I can grab real quick. And I was greatly confused by this and just kind of went, no? He was like, oh, okay, okay. And then he proceeds to go and get his stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, this guy does not seem like he should have left. So anyways, he goes about his business for a bit, and like a Mennonite lady comes in. There's a lot of Mennonites and Amish in the area. But Mennonite comes in, and she's like grabbing a soda and stuff, and anyways, she goes to check her stuff out, and the dude comes up to the soda machine to go grab his stuff too. Well, he sees the Mennonite lady getting her stuff picked out, and he's like, hey, you Mennonite girls are real pretty, ain't ya? Although I never really know if you're actually real Mennonites or not. Is it true that you guys are virgins till marriage? And like, starts saying like a bunch of like inappropriate stuff like that. And so the lady's like completely ignoring him and like keeping her eyes like focused on me, trying to get her stuff taken care of quickly, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna get you out of here. So I get her stuff checked out. She's just heading out there, and like the whole time she's completely ignoring this dude. And so finally, after I managed to get out of there, the dude's just like fucking bitch, not even saying 2 words to me. I'm like, oh, this guy really needs to stop.
Only I could kill their
Well, we're not
stench.
allowed to talk back to customers. Anyways, but he comes up to me, or the other dude is still there. He was just kind of like standing around, or no, he was outside. He was waiting on him, and he came back in to grab something. But like as he comes in, the dude comes up and pats him on his chest, and he's like, "I'm so good to head over to your house. We got that rifle, right?" And he's like, "Yeah," and like heads out again, and it's like, that was a little awkward. But anyways, so the guy comes up to the counter, and I'm like checking his stuff out, and he's like, "You know how to transfer Bitcoin through debit card?" And I'm like, no. And he's like, "Well, why don't you?" And I was like, well, never really had a need for that. He's like, oh, I'm gonna die. Oh no. Alright, anyways, but and the dude's like, "Well, why don't you?" Never really needed to do that. I don't have a reason to know how to do that. And he's like, "Well, then do it!" And then just like pays for his stuff and leaves. I immediately was like, "Hey, Penny? You should probably keep an eye on that guy." She's like, "Why?" And I like start explaining the situation, and she's like, "Oh." Because she was sitting in the office behind me, and I guess only heard like the last part where he like was like, "Well, just do it." Oh, god dang it. Got stuck. And so I told my buddy Michael, the one who's coming in after me, and he's like, "Oh, so what you're saying is there's gonna be some crazy dude who's gonna come in and shoot a propane tank with a rifle, probably." And I'm like, I mean, I wouldn't rule it out, but just keep an eye on them. So that's all I said.
Undead hostile, CIA.
Oof. I gotta say, how many skill shotgun is.
Mess with the best, die like the rest.
360. God, and then there's like the one person who actually like genuinely upset me at my job. There's this lady, she was wanting a sub be made, and I was talking to her on the phone, but it was like cutting out kind of bad. So I'm like hearing like half of everything, I'm having to repeat it. She's obviously getting upset. But anyways, so I finally get her order put together, like what she wants on that. And I like double check the entire list with her. I'm like, 12-inch sub on this bread with this stuff, and you want extra this with this, and da 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 da. And she's like saying yes to all of it. I'm like, cool. And so I go to get it like set up, and I'm making the sub. She comes in late, by the way. So what she's about to say is like even more annoying. But anyways, so I have the sub done. I'm like, hey, here's your sub. Here's what's on it. She's like, cool. Wait a second. I said 6-inch. And I was like, no, you said 12-inch on your order. She's like, no, I didn't. And like proceeds to get. Okay, it's a decoy. You guys are supposed to go towards the decoy, not just
decoy going out.
Anyways. Oh, darn it. Anyways, she's like, well, I thought I said to put extra pepperoni on there. I'm like, well, it is extra pepperoni. She's like, well, I thought I actually put extra this in there. I'm like, that is the extra. And she's like, well, it's still not enough. I'm like, okay, well, that's the extra amount. She's like, it doesn't look like it. Like, in that voice, too. That's probably irked me the most. And I was like, oh, you're one of them, aren't you? Anyways, and so I'm like, well, I can take like the half sandwich, that way you get your 6-inch. And she's like, I can fix this kind of stuff, that's easy to do. And she's like, well, it still doesn't change the fact that it doesn't have enough sauce. And I'm like, okay, well, I can put some more. And she's like, you know what? No, I'm already late. Go ahead and just remake this up for me then. I'm like, okay. And so I start putting it together, and she's like, that doesn't look like extra. Mind you, you put 3 pepperoni, 3 salami, and 1 ham on a 6-inch Italian steak. I put like 5 or 6 of salami and pepperoni, that's double, that is extra. And she's like, that's not enough. I'm like, that is the extra. She's like, well, put more on there then. So I do so. Now I'm putting it together, I'm getting the stuff on. The whole time, ladies being rude. Like, not necessarily calling me names, but making like backhanded comments, essentially. And so, I'm like, okay, whatever. And so finally, I like, putting the sauce on. She's like, well, it needs a little extra sauce. I'm like, okay. So I put a little extra sauce. She's like, well, it needs more. I'm like, well, this is a lie. It's gonna like start like basically pulling up on the sandwich. And she's like, I know what I said. I'm like, okay. And so I put it on the sandwich. And then she's like, well, now it's too much. Now you gotta scrape it off. I'm like, that was the one time where I was thinking like, is this job really worth it? Like, serving people like this. But no, so I gave her sandwich, and oh, that's the other thing. I went to scrape it off. She's like, it's just taking too long. I've been here for 15 minutes already. I'm gonna be late for work. Just give me the goddamn sandwich. I'm like, okay. So I gave her the sandwich, and mind you, this has been all of like 5 minutes. Like this entire thing of her flipping through the messed up sandwich, quote unquote messed up sandwich, to me remaking the entire sandwich again. Mind you, she wanted bacon on it this time. She did not want bacon on it last time. She even said, this time put bacon on it. Because she knew for a fact she didn't say it on the actual... Oh, I'm about to die, I'm about to die, Oh, it doesn't count as a kill? Oh. I died anyways. Oh, that was a horrible match. Yeah, and so I had to like wait for the bacon to cook, which takes about 2 minutes if I do it the fastest way. And that's, I did it in about 1.5 minutes because I slightly undercooked it because she was saying it was taking too long. Yeah, that's the one time I seriously wanted to quit my job. Like, I've had people scream in my face, call me names, insult me, stuff like that, but like, for some reason, her constant berating and telling me I was wrong and I need to do this, and oh my god, that got to me. That genuinely made my night terrible. I will not lie. As soon as she left the store, I made sure the coast was clear and shouted some profanities directed towards her kindness. I'm getting tired. This G Fuel is not cutting it anymore. Let's put a Jingle Bell. Actually, let's do Zombie Ham. Why not? You know what, Kimmy? I'm sure you're getting bored of zombies, so I'll leave the vote to you. Should I try some zombies, multiplayer, or Warzone? Hey, comment. Is that you, or is that you, Kimmy? And I lost connection. There it is. Yeah, there's always those people. They just walk in and you're like, is it really worth it to work with these people? Yeah, since you're the only one on Kimmy, I'll give the choice to you. We got Warzone, multiplayer, and zombie. I could even honestly, does it? Just a quick filming if I go here. Oh, you can't see it when I'm on my hub. Dang. I also got Black Ops 3 zombies. And I also got like Mortal Shell, No Man's Sky, that kind of stuff. Although if I do a different game, I might make a different video for it tomorrow. Multiplayer. Well, I've played some multiplayer with well, I guess I don't think I made a video of that. I've done it with Ian and them though, so it's probably on one of his videos. Nobody I really play with is on. I don't actually know who those people are. I still realize I should probably like mute myself so people can't hear me. At least in the game. Voice chat. I'll just mute my mic. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, it worked. I'm officially muted on there. Play Nuketown? I'm down for that. Oh, can I don't get some on a midsummer's morn? No can ash and thorn. Can ash and thorn get some on summer's morn? Oh, let's start already. This Nuketown's a little different from the other Nuketown. They made it to where it's like a rundown version of it. It's been vandalized by like the little hippie dudes. Should I run? Let's do some ground patrol. Why not?
You're representing the company. Work clean, work fast. We're pulling ahead.
Oh, he was. That was a person. Fair warning, I'm garbage at Cold War multiplayer. Okay, on top. God damn. Okay, let's try something else. Let's do some sniping, actually. I need to get a better sniper anyways. For when I go into Warzone. Granted, this is my sniper, but I'll probably get it as soon as I die. In the next second or two.
What's your target ID?
Hey, I got two.
What's your fucking problem?
God dang it. I got three of them at least. Sniper time. Yeah, the game actually looks really nice for just supposedly being an next-gen game. At least it didn't do it like Cyberpunk, where it looks way worse on the last gen. Because like I didn't realize how much of a difference there was between the trailer and the game until I played the game and beat it and all that. Like, it's a good game, don't get me wrong. But then I looked at the trailer and like what they promised, and it's like, whew, kind of a massive downgrade, if you ask me. Game got a kind of bad view of Butterface. Like in the trailer, the hands and everything and the skin looks legit.
No more.
Yeah,
Standing by.
Spy plane deployed. Authority Baker.
oh, something got me. You know, apparently this is supposed to be a PS5, Xbox One X game. But you can buy it for last gen. I keep saying last gen like god dang it. I keep saying last gen like I actually have the PS5. Gotta be amazing. I'm actually tempted to buy a second PS4 so I can play it at my room or
Planet
something.
Field Mike.
That was like two
Target
retards
deleted.
colliding. Jesus Christ. Let's do some shotgun stuff.
Hey, asshole, check your targets.
Hey asshole, check your targets. I like that. Revenge! Woo! God, this gun takes so long to reload. I really hope there's like a fast mag option or something. Like, I understand there's not really a way to get faster and show that show, but it's gotta be something better. Woo! For cases like that. God dang it. Also, you know, my toy gun. I didn't realize he actually pushed it. That's amazing. Ooh, there's a man in there. God, how many mines did they place in here? Jesus.
Connected too.
Hostile counter spy plane
Oh, man.
established above. Enemy spy plane inbound.
Got an napalm strike.
Enemy sentry turret in your AO.
God dang it, how do you hit me? Ha!
It's a beautiful sight. Heading to refuel.
Loves melt napalm in the morning. Oh. Whew. I don't know how he didn't kill me there. Oh, God dang it. Try another class. Random. Let's do that. Yeah, that was pretty good. Oh man, it's about to get assassinated. Yep, there it is. Excuse me?
Enemy cruise missile launched
Okay, I
attack.
guess I wasn't really sure now.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
Those guys up there are shooting at me. Alright, I'm gonna try my melee. I got a sledgehammer called Knock Knock. Whew. That didn't go too well. Somebody's doing this. Come here, little. Oh, alright. Man. I hate with like melee weapons, if you miss your swing, you're basically screwed. Then again,
What's your fucking
in
problem?
Almost there. Hold fast, people.
Modern Warfare is kind of garbage because you could just basically spam melee weapons. So if you missed, it was like no real penalty too much.
Enemy sentry
The knife
turret
actually guys are pretty super.
Enemy counter spy plane inbound.
Not much.
Hostile attack helicopter inbound.
We're about to use this. I'm gonna destroy this sentry turret at least.
Hey, asshole, check your
Mission area
target.
secured. You made JSOC proud.
We fucking crushed it.
I didn't swing that time. I did that automatically, I think. At least there's somebody on our team that got the best play, I mean.
It stayed out.
Now you guys can tell my average is pretty low. I don't do too well in multiplayer too often.
It's nice.
There's somebody else in here.
That is amazing. Yes, it's so amazing.
I don't know if I should meet this guy or not. Can you hear the people in the party? I'm assuming so. Can you, Mary? Or Cammy? God dang it. Oh, I'm getting names mixed up so often. Keep calling Drake Blake and vice versa. And call him Braden Blake. And Blake Braden. I might call it at like 2:30 at the latest. People start spouting too much profanity, I might have to shoot them, but usually there's not too much of an issue with that. Unless I'm playing with the boys and they start getting a little too into it. Shoot those bottles. I feel like I can shoot those bottles, but I'm just not a very good sniper. Ah! I did it. I'm successful. That's what it means to be successful in COD. And shoot bottles.
We've pulled ahead. Spetsnaz GRU, you have execute authority.
Where I have execute authority, that's like the whole point of this. Where are they? Ooh! I assisted.
Stun grenade. Throwing stun.
Oh, he ran out of the house. Gosh darn it. I just saw there's no. What's that? Yeah. To be fair, he was the one who said that stuff. I was not completely in that conversation. I was a bystander, okay? That man up there's pretty good. Probably doesn't help that I'm like neon yellow. Let that be a warrant. Oh, there are people in there. Oh.
Watch your fire at home.
I'm pretty okay with the Marksman rifle. God dang it. Did he shoot the grenade out of my hand? Haha. Oh gosh darn it. He killed me. Oh. I think he's shooting the grenade out of my hand. Going in fast and quiet. I just banked that out of the house. That makes me feel powerful. God, I almost died and just yeeted that thing right back out the window. I just smacked him with it. Oh, God! I didn't even realize I was holding the grenade. I thought I didn't draw or something.
Spy plane has been destroyed.
I don't know where it's been destroyed.
Don't test me, Modoc!
Modoc. Oh, he came around. What do I do? I got 12 and 12 when it comes to eliminations and tags, so I guess good enough.
spy plane established overhead.
Oh, there it is. Haha, I got ground. It doesn't matter. I get the higher ground. God, they're all just right there. If I had a cluster strike right now. Not a cluster strike yet.
Awaiting orders.
Napalm strike, that's what I was wanting. I killed someone with gas. I don't wonder what napalm looks like. 2019. Bad. Was a good year. We give it a lot of crap now, but like, I don't even mind going back to 2016. At least back then we had stuff to lose. Hit somebody a little bit. Oh, that's a mannequin, god dang it.
Deploying RCXD.
Stun grenade out!
Bringing sentry turret online.
Enemy RCXD detected.
Engaging sentry!
Hostile sentry turret active.
Request counter spy plane down.
God, you scared the crap out of me.
Отлично. Spetsnaz, you're pulling ahead.
Pushing going up.
I need to really change my skin to something like more camo. They're not even cool. They're not even wrong. I like it. I respect it, but like, I am literally a walking target. I was mostly just doing it so I could get it in zombies, but then I got a cooler zombie skin, so.
Counter spy plane ECM operation.
He
Loyalty to the party.
Nice.
Loyalty to the motherland. Victory.
And so it begins.
didn't stop him. Whatever. Where's my drink at? There it is. Let's try something else. Let's do some prop hunt. That's always fun. Why not? I've tried a few rounds of it, so I kind of got the idea of what's going on. I'm sure you'd find that entertaining, Kimmy. It's pretty fun. Nothing too super competitive. Nothing too like horrible. Oh, I want that dragon one. How do I get that? Destroy 10 airborne kill streaks with a launcher by shooting at them. I need to just get 2 more of them. Nice. Oh, there we go. Yellow hazmat isn't very hidden. I agree.
Prop hunt.
Prop hunt. Glitches. Oh, I'm under the map. This tends to happen sometimes when you're spectating. I think they first introduced prop hunt in COD and alright then. They first introduced prop hunt in Modern Warfare 1 or 2 remake. Which was like, it had the worst multiplayer, but it had prop hunt, which is kind of nice. I ended up getting it for free on PlayStation Plus, so I played a little bit of it. Why do they got these CDL skins? Like, I never understood that. They don't look amazing. They cost money.
Locate and destroy the concealed
Let's
rogue
figure out where
node.
these things are. I haven't actually jumped prop hunt on this map before. People usually aren't hidden as well as you would expect. Like, there's a few that actually do their best to hide pretty well, and there's others who just kind of like are in a general vicinity of things. There's the whistles. So there's definitely a dude in here at least. Okay, so you can get on these tables, so they might. Oh, I just saw something move. Oh, the chicken. You can be a chicken? This man's is probably a... Okay, so there's no one in here. That means this man's is probably a chicken? It sounded like it came from or this way somewhere. And other ones, they just like find the smallest thing they can or turn to the smallest thing they can, and then just like hide. Like not even in a clever way, just they'll just like avoid everybody. Oh, nice. Oh. I heard somebody out here. Get back here. Get stunned. Those noises. Which means there's only 2 left. Sound like one was over here somewhere. Oh, they're throwing a lot of stuff. Did you find one? I did. Oh.
DTI, we are running out of time.
Oh, sorry, ran this way. So, you know, one is potentially a chicken. Got that going for us at least. On there. Crap part is you have to find all of them, or else you lose.
Gather yourselves, brothers and sisters. We will win the next battle.
It is by tactical seek. What? There's the chicken. I knew that. Dude, I was playing in a game. This dude was straight up cheating. Like, he was on my team and he just turned invisible. Nice. I'm seriously a piece of sheet metal. Okay, we can do something with this. Slope. I need to slope more. This has gotta be good. The issue is I can't lock in place or else it makes me look stupid. Fair enough. It's about how it looks. I'm hoping with the multiple of me sitting up here, it'll look more natural, but probably not. I can't tell if people are looking at me, that's the scary part. Oh, that guy ran past me, so that's a good sign. I'm just upset I can't, like, slope. Ooh, maybe if I lock in place, can I slope? Oh, I can. Haha. So that's how it works, okay. That was almost bad. Uh-oh. Ah! How they not noticed that? Oh, that was bad. I didn't realize if you get concussed, it unlocks you. Oh, God dang it. Right as I went to look away. I felt like I did a good job. Or stacked. Yeah, it's just like a wall of barbed wire and tank stuff, and honestly, it looks like borderline trench warfare if you look along the trench wall. Got like the tank stopper things, and you got like weird divots and holes, and then you got like crappy walls and barbed wire, and like every president usually ends up adding a little bit to their own part of the wall, but it's usually not much, and it's usually not very good. I don't even know if Trump added. I don't even know how much Trump added to it. But I think like one of the last presidents to do it was like, was it Bush?
It's now or never. MTC is no.
It was one of the Bushes that added like a crap ton of wall, but it's a pretty garbage amount. Or is it pretty garbage wall, I mean.
The battle is won, comrades, but the
What was that
struggle
noise?
continues.
Little fucking black bag. I wasn't even looking for that shit.
Oh, we're actually winning. Even if we lose this and win the next profit, we should win. I think after this I'll play some of the fast rounds of Warzone. I'll probably play another round of Prop Hunt just because this isn't a very good map. At least not one for Prop Hunt. It's an okay map for multiplayer. Alright, anything super out of place. Always sucks. I end up getting something like big or awkward, and everybody else gets like a chicken or a bucket, and it's like, what the fuck? They probably got that handled. Oh. Oh. Oh, he ran away. God dang it. Ran somewhere. I guess he had to run somewhere. Can't really run nowhere. Oh, there! God, I guess he did run nowhere. Got him! Oof. There's 3 left. Heard ya. Okay, so they can be like tiny, stupid black bags. Okay, so he's probably a big yellow barrel. Probably.
One prop remains.
He was hiding in a bush. What a wuss. These guys onto something. That's amazing. Oh. I saw, yeah.
Mission clock is running down.
Head for target location.
I saw you. Oh. Dang.
A single setback on our inevitable path to victory.
I felt pretty proud of myself.
Switching rally points.
Not myself, but everybody. Alright, so if we win this one, we should be good. Well, let's make some random props. That way they'll be like, oh, that was a fake. That must be what he is. And be like, ah, something else completely. Oh, this is what I'm stuck as. That's all I meant to do. Not clipping with the wall or anything. Look, there's a button. Oh, there we go. Kinda clipping with that pallet. Probably won't notice it. Immediately notices it. What is this dude? Is he that fence? There's no way he's that fence. There's no way they'd let him be an entire fence that just lays on the ground. Oh, someone destroyed one of my decoys. I wish I was able to, like, look at people. There's a barrel. He looks like he's a tire. There's no way that guy is a fence. If he'd, like, look down on himself so I could tell what it is. Also, I guess I'll leave it up to you, Kami. Is prop hunt boring because I suck at it, or would you prefer me to do another round or try something else? So I'm going between either doing another round of this or trying Warzone. Then probably heading to bed. So I plan on playing tomorrow, maybe I'll stream that. I like being, oh, he's a wheelbarrow. I like being able to talk to, in essence, just, I guess you. Feels nice to be able to just talk. God, it's already 2:30. that the decision? So I might call it quits now because we're probably gonna win. There's 3 of us left and there's only 30 seconds. If they manage to kill all 3 of them in 30 seconds, that would be astounding. Oh, he's not a tire, he's a lawn chair.
EDI, we are running out of time.
Ooh. Ooh, he's got them plays. Breaking them ankles. Dude, he just juked him as a lawn chair. Oh, he's stuck.
Lost.
They were both. Oh my god, they were just hiding next to each other. That's pretty good.
This is gonna be it for me, bro. It's 2:30.
Yeah, I'm about to
Yeah,
go to
they're in the
bed.
same time zone as me.
That nigga.
No, no, normal.
Oh, you.
Those are words that can get me banned. Alright, is this glitched out or am I gonna leave the match? How you doing, kitty? How you doing, kitty? How you doing? She decided she was gonna scratch her ear. Alright. I gotta swap games, so you're... Yes, I'm aware only my audio is being broadcast. I'm trying to swap games and you're taking your sweet time.